And I know the bitches, that's why I'm stuck in your head. That's why I give fucking good head. That's why I'm stuck up in your head. She's stuck up in your membrane. It's like gelatin. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is off. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're not new to the channel, thank you for have been subscribed for a minute. I appreciate you. You're the sun that shines in my fucking eye. You're honestly amazing. Thank you for subscribing. But if you have not subscribed, why not, man? I mean, ain't I cute? Ain't I amazing? I think I'm great. I think I'm worth clicking them buttons for. So subscribe, comment your thoughts as the video goes along, and share it to whoever will find it useful. Do not forget that, because all that stuff helps me in the algorithm. Today's video, if you've not read the title, is basically about the negative things, negative attributes, negative associations, just negative experiences of having locks. Yeah, that's what today's video is about, and I'm doing it mainly because one of you commented down, like, I'll put the comment here, right, asked me to make the negative side of having dreadlocks, because I've made 2 videos talking about 6 things I wish I knew before I had locked my hair, and basically in that video I talked about quite a lot of things I wish I knew, and from my perspective it's a lot of positive things, because I have not really experienced a lot of negative things regarding the dreadlocks themselves. All of the negative things I've experienced personally, I would not have attributed them to the locks themselves. However, because you asked, I will deliver. I'm going to make that video anyway, because I thought of a few things that could sort of be associated with the locks, and that's what this video is about. But before we get into it, I need to remind you guys, my name is Sticky Bunny Weird. I'm a singer, and you can listen to my music on Spotify and all platforms. That song I was freestyling at the beginning, The Gelatin, is my song. It's a new single that I came out with about 2 weeks ago, and you can stream it on Spotify and all platforms. I've got another single out called Not Your Shit, which you could stream as well. I would really appreciate if you did that. Gelatin has a music video you can watch that goes with it, that I'm really proud of, and I would like for you to fucking watch, you know? Just watch it. After this video, click on the link tree. Enjoy the shit, enjoy the goodness, enjoy the weirdness, guys. As I was saying, video sponsored by Sticky Bunny Weird, which is me. Now let's get into the video and what it's about. So basically, unlike the other videos, I had written down things, but with this video, it's just off the top of my head. First negative thing I'll say with having locks personally would be the fact that people negatively stereotype you. And like I've said, with the locks themselves, I don't think there's anything negative I would say with them. Maybe if I come up with something as the video goes along, I'll say. But the most negative things the locks tend to have come with the environment you're in. So basically, if you're in an environment where people are not as accepting, which is...
Whilst I was recording, so I'm just going to put it this way, just in case if it shuts off.
Is this really low right now still?
It's quite low. It should be fine for a minute, but let me know if that screen goes black, okay?
I change it. I don't want it to go black in between me recording right now.
Okay.
Changing the camera! Anyway. Oh shit, it needs to be connected again.
Oh shit. Yeah, let me get this back to plugged in. So I started recording. So turn it off. Look at the camera for a second.
She's the bird, she's the bee. We're back in time, back in work, everything works. I forgot what my last point was. Some about negative things with locks. Could you close the door?
The environment you're in.
Yes. Like I was saying before the camera was cameraing, most negative things I feel like that are associated with locks, even saying dreadlocks is the thing, has to do with the environment you're in. So if the environment you're in is not very, very tolerant, or like if it's not a very tolerant environment, people are going to, be negative with the locks, because people who are anti-black associate locks with the most blackest style ever. Like, they're associated with being unapologetically black, more so than I feel like having an afro. So if you're going to have an afro and people are gonna like stereotype you and not give you a job and choose you last for things, that's what tends to happen. So if you have locks, imagine that's like worse. It's like a worse version of that, because if you have locks, people think you don't clean yourself, you don't bathe, you don't wash your hair. Literally, people believe you don't wash your hair. Honestly, to me, when I've had me having locks, it's the most in my whole life I've had to wash my hair, apart from when it was like really short when I was a kid. But when I've had these locks, it's when I've felt the need to like wash them the most. Not because they're dirty, but it's because my hair really craves water more than ever. So every single day when I shower, instead of having a shower cup, then I usually, like I did when my hair wasn't locked up, I don't have no shower cups. I just let the water let the water go through my hair, drench it, and then just let it air dry through the day. And I have to deal with having wet hair. There's nothing you can do about that because my hair wants water. The only thing I've realized that's led it to become healthy is every single day when I'm showering, I don't squeeze the water out. I just get a shirt. If you've watched my videos, guys, you can see. I just get a shirt, buckle up with the shirt, and that's it. Like literally. And the shirt would like, what's it called, drink some of the water up, but then the rest of the water is taken by the hair. Like even now, if I touch it, because I just showered this evening, it's a little bit wet hair. So yeah, basically that's one negative thing I would say really is being in a negative environment will mean that you're going to have negative comments about your hair. Like people will call you Rasta, people would just think, I don't know, you smoke weed even if you don't, and if you do, oh wow, you're confirming that all people who have locks smoke weed, which is not even a negative thing, but like it's like you're put in a box more than the average person with any other type of hairstyle, personally speaking. But I personally do tend to not notice that type of stuff. Not notice, but I tend to not focus on it, because to me the positive outweigh the negative. The negatives, the fact that I can touch my hair, feel it, it's been growing so fast, like this is just 1 year's growth. To me that is more worth than just somebody thinking negative shit. Because even if I have like my natural hair, they're gonna think negative shit. If I have relaxed hair, they're gonna think negative shit. Doesn't matter what hairstyle I have as a black woman, people are gonna think negatively of me inherently. That's how they've been trained. So I just had my locks because I wanted them, and I felt brave enough to finally do it. And that's what you have to do, personally speaking, because the locks themselves, I cannot personally pinpoint negatives onto them. Well, the negative I can say is mainly like, personally for me, I have to have my hair be wet all the time. Like every day my hair is wet. Like if I shower early in the morning, it will be like wet for like 4 or 5 hours, or even pretty much late into the evening, and then I'll shower again in the evening and then it's wet again. So like my hair is constantly wet, and I don't dry it with a dryer because I don't fucking like that shit. It's bad for your hair. I just let the air dry. So that's the thing. Unless I don't shower for like a day or so, then it will be dry. That's when I'm having dry hair. Or if I use a towel to squeeze it because I have to go somewhere, that's another time I have it dry. So that's a negative one. It has to be wet all the time. Water, it needs water, it drinks water. You cannot just go a week without it having water. Personally, in my perspective, you can't. Okay? So yes. Another negative thing about locks I can think of is, like I said, kind of loops on into the first point, everybody is going to have an opinion about your hair. Absolutely everybody. When I was starting to lock my hair, like my mom literally at the time was trying to take me to a different hairstylist to get it like traditionally made, because she didn't understand that I'm trying to let it free form lock. So she was trying to like take me to a hairstylist that does the traditional locks that are separated and stuff, and she was talking about how it would be so pretty and how it would look so much better and stuff like that, and I just felt so disappointed because that is not what I'm trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear that. Like I'm trying to like develop a good relationship with my hair, and this is its natural state coming out. I didn't manipulate it in any way, especially at the beginning. So I got really, really sad that like my hair being in its natural state elicited you saying that kind of stuff. Like that was not okay. So it really hurt. And that's one another thing. If you're starting out, people are gonna think your hair looks mad. They're gonna think it doesn't look good, it looks unkempt, and you should be doing something to it that they think you're not intentionally letting it be, but that's what I was doing. And honestly, right now I do kind of do some sort of, it's not retwisting, but I do some sort of like back and forth. I forgot what the time is, but I loop it back and forth just to stop it from pulling on itself, because I have sensitive head and it hurts. So I do that now. But when it was shorter, I didn't need to do that because it wasn't long enough to like be pulling on itself, and I enjoyed that state because I was doing the least amount of work to my hair and I loved how it looked on top of that. But the negative comments really hurt. The only thing that helped, not the only thing, the other thing that helped was I was getting a lot of social media comments, especially on TikTok. People would literally be commenting how much they loved my hair in its natural state, and they were asking for tips on how I did it, and literally the only thing I could say is I did nothing, you do nothing, and that's it. Right now, since it's longer, I have to do slightly more, but before that, thing. So yeah, there you go. Yes. People having their opinions, family members, it hurts more when it comes from family members, like I said. But the comments, again, like I've said, help. People like can see what you're trying to do and they're like, I see what you're doing, I see your vibes, they're good. And that really helped like egg me on. So thank you guys who comment down in the comment section saying nice things about my hair. I really appreciate that. It helps counter the negatives. I'm really trying to think here. I don't think this is a negative, but it's worth mentioning. I think technically it is negative, but people want tips on how you do your hair, and I find it quite hard to explain that I quite literally do nothing. That's the whole free from look part of it. I don't use hair oils. I won't lie. I don't have a special hair shampoo. I won't lie. Like literally, like I've said in multiple of my videos, if you're not new here, I just use any soap I'm using currently for my body. That's what I use with my hair. If it's good enough for my body, it's good enough for my hair. That's all I do. I don't condition it. I don't do anything. Like that's why I keep making videos of me like showering and washing my hair, so I can show you guys that I truly do nothing, and you can see the process of exactly what I do, and you can do the same depending on your hair texture, because I don't know, some people's hair might fall out, but nothing. I do nothing, and it's quite sad, and that's why I'm saying it's a negative, because I feel the need sometimes to tell people something like this is what I do, but I don't want to come up with something. I don't want to make up nonsense because I do nothing, and I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to tell you that I do this when I don't do that. So it's kind of a negative thing when people like expect for you to have this regimen of what you do with your hair, but you have nothing, and I kind of feel sad. Like I don't want to disappoint people, because I wish I had like a list of things I can just tell you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, this is what you do immediately. I wish I could do that instead, but I don't. I do nothing. Yeah. I'm also lucky that I've got strong hair genes. Like my mom has good hair and she passed that hair down to me. Our hair can stand abuse, and that's very lucky. Like it means that it's quite strong enough to lock. It's strong enough to withstand nothingness. Yes guys, I think I'm quite tired right now with the talking, so I'm going to wrap this video up for today. So do not forget to like the video if you like it. If you have any comments about today's video, what do you think about, you know, any negative thoughts people have about locks? If you have any thoughts that you're wanting to discuss with me, comment them down below. Tell me if you have locks, what negative, you know, what negative things people have said to you, what negative things have you associated with your locks. Maybe I can do a part 2 that's a compilation of you guys' thoughts instead, because I personally can't come up with too many. So do not forget to do that, comment those thoughts below. Share the video to whoever will find it useful. Subscribe, because wait the fuck no, if you watch the video all the way here, you might as well subscribe because you clearly like me. Everything good and juicy is down in the comment section. Like the links to Sticky Bunny Weird, who sponsors this video, is down there. You can listen to their song Natural Shit and Gelatin on Spotify. One other thing I was going to say, eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. You guys are the sun that shines in my motherfucking pussy. Mwah. Bye. Come back or listen to the song.